Taiwan is expected to report a year-on-year fall in exports for September, which would be the 8th consecutive month with a decline in exports. During a legislative interpellation, Economic Affairs Minister John Deng warned that as the global economy is not expected to recover in the short term, the only way to improve the situation is to make long-term plans to transform industries and raise competitiveness.
Taiwan's export-oriented economy has suffered greatly from the global recession. The nation is expected to report a year-on-year fall in exports for September, which would be the 8th consecutive month marked by a decline in exports. During a legislative interpellation on October 5th, Economic Affairs Minister John Deng stated that while the decline in exports is worrying, the global economy is not expected to recover in the short term. As such, long-term plans must be made to transform industries and raise competitiveness. However, the legislators were not convinced and continued to press him on whether or not the GDP growth rate can be maintained above 1% this year and the rising number of furloughed workers. They even asked Deng about Acer Inc. founder Stan Shu's criticism that the government has been ineffective. He responded that the government is working hard to improve the situation. Deng also spoke about last week's trade and investment framework agreement talks, where the United States once again demanded that Taiwan open up its markets to U.S. pork imports. Taiwan had responded that it will maintain beef and pork imports as separate issues. Deng said that he had told the U.S. that now is not the appropriate time to discuss pork imports. However, the U.S.'s response was that pork imports are not a trade issue, but rather an institutional issue. Deng also used the opportunity of TIFA talks to express Taiwan's wish to join the Trans-Pacific Partnership.